always go over with clients is setting up their bedroom so that they're sleeping well, getting some good restful sleep. But then also, if they are in a relationship, making sure that it's balanced for both of them. And then for those wanting to be in a relationship, to create that loving space to call in that partner. So I'm going to go over just the basic tips that I recommend for everyone to implement. Regardless of where you are, these tips are going to work for you and going to benefit you. So the first thing that's really important is to have your bed in a command position. And what that means is hopefully having the bed against a solid wall where when you're lying down, you can see the entirety of the room, as well as the door of your bedroom. So if that makes sense, like feeling that command position where you have a solid wall kind of represents the mountain supporting you behind you, and then also seeing all the opportunities that come your way and anyone who enters the room. So that's really important. Now, what happens when that bed position to not be, again, really important to not be in line with the front door. So what happens if you have a window behind you? I always recommend a solid wooden headboard, or an upholstered headboard is also going to be really helpful. This is even if you have a solid wall, it's always nice to have that extra support on the crown of your head when you're laying down. So crown of our head is really open to receiving energy and just lots going on here. So having that extra layer of solid headboard is extra helpful for your nervous system so you can relax, so you can really unwind and have a good night's sleep. And then that command position is what really allows your subconscious mind and your nervous system to fully relax, because if you open your eyes, you're going to be able to see everything in the room. Now, the other thing I highly recommend is having space on both sides of the bed. So making sure there's enough space for the energy to circulate, nothing under your bed, and then matching nightstands. Okay, so this goes for if you're in a relationship or even if you're single, just having that balance on both sides. It balances out the feminine and the masculine, the yin, the yang, left and right. Just want to have that balance of energy on both sides. So 2 nightstands on either side of the bed with matching lights. Now, for those of you in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship, this is kind of your way of setting up the bedroom as if you're already in that relationship. And if you are, then it's just really making it even for both of you. Matching nightstands, matching lights. Lights represents your light in the relationship, so making sure that's matching. And then last but not least, bringing in artwork or any other intentional things into the bedroom. So keeping things in pairs, trying to avoid single people artwork or just one, single objects, more of those pairs of things. And then making sure that the artwork represents what you want to feel and what you want to, basically feel in the relationship.